you ever think about the challenges a basketball player faces when staying loyal to their team clashes with their dream of winning a championship? What happens when that player is Damian Lillard? Damian Lillard is a true basketball icon who stood by the Portland Trailblazers for over a decade. With game-changing shots and an unyielding spirit, Lillard's impact is undeniable. But as we step into 2024, a dilemma unfolds. Can loyalty and the thirst for victory find common ground? In this video, we're going to explore Lillard's journey, the moments, talks, and the ever-changing NBA scene. Can one player's loyalty and championship dreams play on the same court in a league where tough decisions define greatness? Let's find out. For well over a decade, Damian Lillard has shown unwavering loyalty and dedication. Each day, he stepped onto the basketball court, competing at the highest level with his sneakers laced up. From his iconic game-winning shot against Houston to the memorable 71-point game, his commitment is undeniable. Since his drafting in 2012, he has carried the entire Trailblazers organization on his shoulders. Despite the challenges and the sometimes ill-advised attempts, like the one against OKC, Lillard has remained a steadfast advocate for the team. Even though the Trailblazers have struggled to assemble a championship-worthy supporting cast, Lillard's loyalty has never wavered. As we approach the 2024 season, Lillard, now 33, is at a point where his professional career is nearing its end. At this stage, his desire for a legitimate championship opportunity burns brighter than ever before. He longs for a chance to claim the ultimate victory and secure an NBA championship ring. However, despite his years of loyalty, the results have been limited. The trade situation that has emerged adds to Lillard's growing discontent with the Portland Trailblazers. Looking back, we can't forget the countless instances where Lillard's leadership and commitment shone through, inspiring his teammates and fans alike. From his amazing on-court performances to his off-court contributions, Lillard's impact on the franchise is immeasurable. As we step into the 2024 season, the pressure is on for the Trailblazers to provide Lillard with the championship-worthy roster he deserves. The clock is ticking, and Lillard's legacy hangs in the balance. The organization's response to his aspirations will shape not only his future, but also the narrative of his enduring loyalty in the face of adversity. In the context of the 2023 NBA Draft, Damian Lillard put forth a clear ultimatum to the Trailblazers. He gave them a choice: their third overall pick for an experienced star player who could contribute immediately, or he would formally request a trade. Yet again, the Trailblazers fell short of building a team worthy of a championship around Lillard. They opted to draft Scoot Henderson and Chris Murray with the hopes of nurturing their development. It's understandable to see why they made this decision. Scoot Henderson's exceptional talent is undeniable, and there's potential for Chris to follow in the footsteps of his successful brother Keegan, who could turn out to be a steal for the team and push them towards competitiveness within a few years. However, the inclusion of two promising rookies for the upcoming 2024 season is unlikely to push the Trailblazers beyond a play-in tournament position, at best. This once again puts Lillard in a situation where he's surrounded by players who aren't at the all-NBA level, significantly lowering their chances of securing a championship. Lillard's desire to move on is understandable, given these circumstances. The first challenge that arises is his preference, as expressed by his agent, to play for the Miami Heat. Interestingly, his agent advised other teams against pursuing a trade for Lillard, stating that acquiring him, except by the Miami Heat, would mean bringing in an unhappy player. Looking at the possibility of a trade with Miami, one can't help but consider the formidable partnership between Lillard, Jimmy Butler, and Bam Adebayo. The Miami Heat's previous appearances in the finals were largely thanks to Butler's contributions. Adding one of the league's premier point guards, not named Steph Curry, would undoubtedly put them in contention for a championship. Lillard's skills and position complement Butler and Adebayo exceptionally well, potentially securing an NBA Finals spot if they can maintain good health. This might sound bold, but I genuinely believe it's a possibility. If Dame time becomes part of the Heat, the usual dominant teams in the Eastern Conference might finally see their grip on the conference weekend. However, a significant roadblock emerges from the Portland Trailblazers' consistent but problematic approach. Their way of handling things has been marked by inefficiency and subpar decision-making. Their stance is absolutely rigid, demanding an excessive price for a player like Lillard, who is now 33 years old. It's worth looking back at the Miami Heat's initial offer, where they put Tyler Hero on the table along with 3 first-round picks. This proposal, however, was swiftly turned down by the Trailblazers. Subsequently, the Trailblazers took it a step further, asking for not only 2 competent players, but also an astonishing 4 first-round selections. In a bid to find a middle ground, the Miami Heat added sharpshooter Duncan Robinson to the mix, hoping it would sweeten the deal. Unfortunately, this gesture was met with more demands from the Trailblazers. Given Lillard's unwavering loyalty over the years, one would logically expect the Trailblazers to help facilitate his departure and let him chase his championship dreams, especially while they transition with Scoot Henderson. Strangely, they appear to be prolonging the situation, which might be understandable due to their recent relevancy. Surprisingly, more than a month has passed since Lillard made his formal trade request, yet there's been minimal progress. The Trailblazers seem inert, reflecting a trend of inactivity that spans the past decade. It's important to highlight that since LaMarcus Aldridge's departure in 2015, the Trailblazers haven't managed to pair Damian Lillard with a single additional All-Star player. During this time, CJ McCollum and Nurkic have largely filled secondary roles. Despite the more recent additions of Anthony Simmons and Jeremy Grant, the team's overall prospects haven't seen a significant boost, with them remaining at a B level at best. Lillard's aspirations for a championship requires the presence of at least 1 or 2 more All-NBA caliber players, a condition not met by the current roster. This situation is notably different from players like Giannis, who have the capability to single-handedly carry a team. Returning to the year 2024, it becomes increasingly evident that the Trailblazers lack the inclination to assemble a competitive team around Damian Lillard, further exacerbating the situation. What compounds matters is the NBA's newfound determination to address players' attempts at dictating their trade destinations and subsequent statements. The league has issued a stern warning to both Goodwin and Lillard, making it clear that any hints of reluctance to fulfill contractual obligations post-trade will be met with disciplinary measures. This proactive stance against such behavior is a step in the right direction, considering its growing prevalence. However, this development must be particularly frustrating for Lillard, a player who has consistently demonstrated exemplary conduct within the league. His selection among the top 75 players of all time is a testament to his unblemished integrity. The catalyst for his agent's cautionary note lies in Portland's unyielding stance, demanding a significant return for Lillard. Given the team's current rebuilding phase, achieving immediate success seems improbable. The ongoing efforts to involve a third team in trade discussions, though in progress, have yet to yield concrete results. The present landscape is dominated by discussions and speculation, which marks a departure from recent years when players like Kyrie Irving, James Harden, and Ben Simmons exploited their leverage for advantageous outcomes. The NBA's commitment to addressing this issue is commendable, yet it undeniably places Lillard in a delicate situation, especially considering his pristine track record. His inclusion among the top 75 players of all time is a testament to his character and unwavering dedication. Ultimately, the accountability for this predicament rests with Portland's insistence on a substantial return for their star player, a stance that appears misaligned with their rebuilding status. As efforts continue to involve a third team, tangible progress remains elusive. Notably, insiders like Shams Charania of The Athletic indicate that substantial breakthroughs are yet to materialize. For Lillard, the aftermath of this trade saga may not culminate in his coveted move to the Miami Heat. In an ironic twist, there are even murmurs suggesting a potential trade to a team like the Detroit Pistons, a scenario that must be profoundly disheartening for a player who has embodied loyalty for over a decade. The frustration Lillard must feel is undoubtedly magnified by the contrasting success stories of other star players who secured their desired destinations. Kevin Durant found himself with a championship-caliber team in the West, while James Harden aligned with the 2023 MVP, and Chris Paul joined forces with the Warriors. In stark contrast, Portland's unwillingness to cooperate with Lillard's aspirations stands out. In all honesty, Miami has already presented a compelling offer to the Trailblazers. The clock is ticking for Lillard as the preseason approaches rapidly, casting uncertainty over the future of this electrifying guard. The range of potential outcomes is wide, from assuming a mentorship role for Scoot Henderson while fading into history to exerting his all for a year only to land in a play-in tournament, facing elimination before the playoffs even begin. Alternatively, the unthinkable could materialize. Lillard might find himself traded to the Detroit Pistons. What's undoubtedly evident is the rapid deterioration of the situation. Lillard's dissatisfaction with the ongoing proceedings is palpable, and if he were to end up in a non-contending team like the Pistons, his resentment toward the Portland Trailblazers would likely intensify. In the unfortunate event that this unfolds, it could stand as a poignant example of loyalty gone awry within the realm of the NBA. Now it's time to hear your thoughts in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribe for more.